Hi everybody, I'm back with a share. So if some of you follow me on Instagram, no, on Facebook actually is where I posted it. I shared with some folks this mason jar drinking cup that I finished sublimating. And I will put a picture of the design that I created in Illustrator in the video. And what I'll tell you is I have purchased a lot of digital paper as well as collections. They have like the die cuts and everything that you can print yourself and cut them out. And so last year I had purchased 4 different collections from Cartabella. It's a lot of what folks are finding in the Tuesday mornings right now. I think it's the summer market, the flower market, and there's 2 others. But I have not been able to find them in my Tuesday morning. Even in well, actually I think they had the 12 by 12, but I want the 6 by 6. So I was like, well, you know, I already have the papers. Let me go looking through my digital collections to see what I want to use for sublimating. And I talked about this in a previous video when I showed the mug press that I purchased. This is it. You're seeing it from the top. So this is it. And it is off right now, so I don't have to worry. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about the whole process and what I created so that you can see some of the finished projects. So I use Adobe Illustrator because, of course, I'm designing for Paper Tray Ink now, but I have the software already, so that's what I use to create this design. And so I created a template that fits around this particular sized container. It's a 17-ounce container, and you can see that it has straight sides for the most part, and then at some point it curves up. So I created my own design to wrap around this particular container. I also have one for my 15-ounce ceramic mugs, and I'll show you one of those. You can see it right there off to the left. This is my first time doing this, so if you guys who are watching are pros at sublimation, don't throw stones. I'm just learning. So this is actually some paper, a digital collection from Cartabella. This is one of their digital paper backgrounds. It's lemons. And then they had a little die cut that says fresh squeezed lemonade in the collection as well that I used. And I actually placed a green square behind it so that it would stand away from the background a little bit better and you could see it, you know, pretty prominently. So the green rectangle is actually my doing. That's not part of the original design that Cartabella has for this little fresh squeeze sign, but I think it makes it, you know, kind of pop a little bit better. So this let's see, is a stainless steel mug, and it comes with a lid, and the lid is a twist top lid, and there's a hole in it, and it comes with a straw. This is not the straw because this one goes to my other mugs, but it is a straight straw, and it's stainless steel as well, and it fits through the hole of the top of the mug. And there is a rubber gasket that goes around the top of this too, so the liquid will not spill if you tilt it, but if you dump it over the straw hole, of course, the liquid will spill out of there. This is a pretty good size container for drinking water or fresh squeezed lemonade. I just thought, you know, it's a mason jar. It would be really cool for something like that. I was actually not thinking something that was a under 21 beverage. I was thinking something else, but we'll keep it clean for now. So this is what I came up with as this was actually the second thing that I sublimated in here. Here is the actual design, and this is the piece of paper that gets wrapped to the mug. You wrap it to the mug, and you got to tape it really well. And where my paper met is actually right here, and you can see there is still a little white seam right there. If I had taped it much better, maybe they would have met, and that would have been not as noticeable. But you know, on my practice attempts, this is not a bad thing, right? So I'm still happy with it. My design doesn't have The paper unfortunately doesn't have a continuous looking design, so you can't put two of the digital papers together and have them meet up exactly, because the pattern is not meant to do that. It's not designed to do that. So I just put a rectangle here at the end where the two pieces met on my design, and you can see it looks like it's been cooked, because it has. This thing gets really hot. So I had most of the stuff already in my stash. Not the mug press. The mug press is new. Of course, you have to buy the blanks, sublimation blanks. These are not just things that you can buy in say a Walmart or something like that. These are sublimation blanks. So they've been treated to accept the ink that comes out of my sublimation printer. And if you guys are, wanting to learn more about it, there's tons of videos on sublimation and the explanation of what it does, but I won't go into that because it's a lot more than just time that I want to spend. But you can see how the colors turned out here. I would have liked this to be yellow, and actually in the photo that I inserted, you could see that my design has the colors as yellow. And when I printed it, it looked a little bit yellow, but still you could see the orange. And I think that's more to do with the color profile of my printer, not picking the correct colors up. The green turned out just fine. And maybe it's just that I cooked it too long. I don't know. Because I actually had to put this in. I put it in, right? Like this. And then close put the handle down, and that's when the time starts to make it cook. And then when it reached the end, I opened it up and had to turn it, because there is a gap right here where my fingers are. So I had to, in order to cook the design, right, to get this part of the design to sublimate, I had to turn it. So I don't know if it's because of that, but I still like it. I'm not normally a fan of yellow, but lemonade, I like lemonade, especially if you add strawberries in it, or blueberries or whatever, or moonshine, or you know what I mean. Anyway, this is the mug. The other thing that I do is, after you wrap the design, I like to, and I know not everybody does this, I put butcher paper around it. And this is because as you're sublimating, if you have a design that goes edge to edge like this one did, you have the possibility of ink blowout coming from outside of the paper that you're sublimating, from. So I put a butcher paper around it. I wrapped it again with another piece of paper, and this is just butcher paper you can buy I got mine on Amazon, but you can get it from stores too. And then this is heat resistant tape. My tape is yellow. It comes in different colors, but this is heat resistant tape. And I already had this in my stash because I've been doing t-shirts. The other thing that I use are these heat resistant gloves. My husband gave me these. These happen to be hanging out. He just bought them because he thought they were kind of cool. These are heat resistant gloves because when you take it out of that thing, it's hot. If you have a handled mug like this, you can hold it by the handle. The handle is very cool, but anything that's been in the press is hot. So when you take it out, you want to put it down on something that is, you can cool it on. And this is a Teflon pillow. I already had this. You can put it on a trivet, but you don't want to touch it because it's hot. So I put it down on this to let it cool on my desk. And if you're looking down, this blue mat is a baking mat. So this is heat resistant as well to 446 degrees. And I don't think the mug press actually gets that hot. It doesn't need to get that hot to do the sublimation process. But that's what this blue thing is right here. I already had this. I bought this for some other purpose and meant to cut it in. Had actually gotten two in my package because it was like a 2-for-1 deal and it was really cheap anyway. I used this alcohol to actually clean the outside of the mug, to prep it before I sublimated it, before I put the pattern around it. I cleaned it with a pad, and then I used a lint roller, because you want all the lint gone, right? You don't want to put this down in there with lint on it. before you put the pattern on, you lint roll it just to make sure you've got nothing adhering to the surface. So that's how I did this. That is the, the full end-to-end process of how I did it. Here is the mug that I did first. And for me, I was just attempting to make sure that I could actually do this correctly. This mug is a 15-ounce mug, so it is really big. My hand fits down in it. You can drink a lot of coffee out of this. I got these mugs off of Amazon. There's even a mark on this, and it actually is dishwasher and microwave safe. And I know a lot of people do like vinyl work. I don't do vinyl because I don't like to weed anything. I don't do heat press vinyl. I don't do any of that because I am not somebody who weeds vinyl. I just don't like doing it. It's like fussy cutting for me. I don't like doing it either. So for me, this is an image I had already on my computer, and I have no idea where I got it from. But this is, one of the things I like, the style that I like. So I had downloaded this digital image and decided I was going to sublimate it to a mug. So I did it on both sides. Here's the actual piece of paper that was sublimated, and you can see it is kind of like, it looks like it's been toasted, and that is because it has been. It's been wrapped around the mug. You have to basically figure out, the correct placing for it. In this case, I did not want an edge-to-edge design. I just wanted the design on both sides of the mug. So if I were right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't matter. You can see the same image on both sides. And I can put whatever I want on the mug, obviously. But I've got a really nice coffee mug. Either I can gift it, or I can use it for coffee or tea or whatever, or I can actually use it for watercoloring because I can put my stuff in it. But yeah, this is the first mug that I did. Now the image isn't a clean image. If you look at it really closely, you could probably see some issues with the image itself, and that's because of the image. I didn't realize that this is cream on the inside of the heart, while my mug is white, of course. So this would have looked probably better if the mug was like an off-white color, because it would have blended much better. But I still like it. I do have some others to play with. I just wanted to share with you all what I've been doing. I haven't been card making, apparently, nor cleaning up my craft room. But this is what I've been into for the last few days. I've been kind of prepping for this. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. But there's plenty of videos on how to sublimate stuff. I just wanted a new toy. And of course, I'm going to make stuff for, some crafty friends and some family. That's what I do. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye now. Hey everyone. So I thought I'd come back and actually add some more items to my creations. I showed you these two already. This is actually, this is the lid. I don't know if you guys, I showed that to you all. This is the lid of the mason jar, and you can see there's the hole, and then I have the straw right here. I haven't washed the straw. It's a straight stainless steel straw that fits down in that hole. And yes, I have washed this container. But I also made 2 more mugs, so I thought I would show you that. And of course, I did do a separate video, and I'll post it after this one, showing how the process for making these mugs. So this one is, both of these will use a Love Cynthia image. She is a artist. She's actually Filipina, and she moved from the Philippines to France and then back to the Philippines. I believe was her journey, but she lives in the Philippines, and she has a stamp store, online stamp store, where she sells her digis, and she also sells physical stamps and masks and washi tape and digital papers and all kinds of goodies. I used to order a lot of stamps from her, but now that she's in the Philippines, it takes longer to ship to the United States, so I've stopped actually ordering her stamps and really just more or less order her digis now. Plus I have a lot of stamps of hers that I haven't used, so Anyway, back to the mugs. This is the first mug that I did, and there's a whole explanation in another video of how I did this. This is a font that I have on my computer. I don't remember the name. I think it's called Skinny, Skinny. That's the name of the font, and of course, you guys know which very popular maker of ceramic items uses a font very similar. I won't name it because I know what's going to happen. So there you go. But I purchased both of these two digital things, and I have them on my computer to use. I don't sell any of my stuff, so I'm not in jeopardy of getting in any trouble in terms of copyright, because these will be gifts, if anything. I don't sell my makes. This is the other mug. Now, this is the only one I've done that is, well, actually, it's not now. It is the second one I've done that's a full bleed, or, you know, full sublimation from top to bottom. You can't do the handle, of course. I probably should have been better at centering it on along the handle, but that's okay. So this is another image from Love Cynthia, and I use the same font, different quote, of course. I think it's super cute. The other side of the mug is the same image, so if you're right-handed or you're left-handed, you will see the image, and then whoever's facing you will also see it, so you could see. I did wash these mugs already, so you can put these in the dishwasher, you can put these in the microwave, because they are ceramic. They should be fine. And I don't think over time, I don't know if these will fade any. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't think they should fade because the color is very vivid on these. The process really took it very well. So I will have a separate video showing how I made these two. Not the designing process, obviously, but the actual process for how do I get this image on the mug. I did a separate video for that, and I will upload that as well. So thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.